Here we are again, and I'd like to continue our conversation, but reflect us, summer, openness, a different kind of experience than when we're closed, long sleeves, thinking of being locked up because of the cold and the weather. It's been an interesting week in that a significant number of patients came in this week with 1.5, 2.5, 3.5 pound losses. Decent when we compare them to their overall behavior. And that's what I'd like to focus on because in the majority of these people, the temptations that they faced were daunting. And yet, here they were plugging along. The key was the fact that each and every one of them who lost had followed a plan. We have been talking about the fact that food is something exciting, something we look forward to, something that's flavorful, but more importantly, we look forward to it because it relaxes us, gives us comfort and escape, especially when it's in a fun environment. Having fun, even with the child's self, doesn't mean going out of control. And that's where I want you to focus. This is summer, and many of you have the circumstances where you're going to be confronted with temptation. If you do damage control and immediately restart with milk, the odds are very strong that you're going to have lost weight. The second part of that is letting go of the guilt, of saying, I chose to deviate from the program. I did things that were not appropriate for weight loss. And then immediately I righted my ship. I did 2 milk days. I got on the scale, and lo and behold, I lost weight. I give up the fact that I didn't lose as much as I could have lost if I had stayed on the program. But I will not ignore, and I cannot ignore, the fact that in spite of the fact that I wasn't scrupulous, I still lost weight. Now, it makes it easier for me to get back on track because I can also look to the future and realize that it's not a joke. I'm really going to be able to have a life, to live, to enjoy, to act out, and not put the weight back. It requires a plan. That's what you should be discussing with your counselor if you are long distance, home delivery, and with your office doctor if you're someone who comes into the office. I was very gratified today. I want you to look at yourself and recognize that by making yourself important, by choosing to control and limit and do damage control, we get the best of all worlds. And when we take the weight off, we're going to be able to keep it off. Thanks for listening.